hand is a little risky. So we only have 2 lands, but we do have the Valky. I gotta take the mulligan here. Wow, this is just Giant City. Giant City. Well, if there had to be one, I guess I want to like, you know what, I'm gonna Quake Breaker back because I want to build Quake Breaker. I want it in the deck, right? Really liking these 2 cards. Lots of power. Yes, it's lots of power,
Alrighty, sorry for the extended intro there. Let's see, where are we at? Bam! Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day, good night. Good KALDHEIM release. So we have a couple decks I went ahead and built up today, opened all the packs, all that nice stuff. Arena. Let's see. There we go. So we have Predatory Standard, which is going to be similar to that Giants deck that we just saw, just played, right? Immersion Predator. I think this is going to be a really good deck for us to climb with. And then we also have Aggro Angels, which is a variation of the Cleric deck that we had been climbing with. Very similar down here in the bottom end, but we also have Righteous Valkyrie, Glorious Protector, and Doomscar. So a couple extra additions. Thought about adding Holvar, but I think ultimately Heliod is better as a one-off than Holvar. So yeah. Although enchanted or equipped, that might change things. What enchantments do we have? Sentinel's Oz is a really good enchantment. Demonic Embrace is an enchantment. You know, I think that'll be a different deck, but I think we can do a Holvar Lotus enchantment sort of deck. Anyways, we're going to be diving into Standard here with our Predatory Standard, and this is best of one, so hopefully we can do well enough with it, right? Let me scoot forward and get situated. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining us during the live premiere this morning. Thanks for joining us during the live stream here after. Easy, right? That's what that says. I think that's what that says. Let me close out of that. We can keep this because we have the Mara Triton into the Egon. And we'll get the Immerstrom Skullkarn down first. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, we're fine to go ahead and play this other swamp here. Mill ourselves up a little bit. 2 lands, not upset at seeing that. That would have been 7 off the rip, so really happy we milled those there. Probably will get the Blightstep Pathway down. Ooh, Temple of Malice is good as well. But I think I want Egon. I think I'm going to swing in first though. And opponent's got this Ramping Selesnya deck. Naya, actually, it's Naya. This should be interesting. That temple hurts a little bit, but we'll still be able to get Calamity Bearer down at some point. Winota, Naya Winota makes more sense. Let's see what they hit here. Giant Killer, okay. And Bosri's Lieutenant. Gonna put the counter on the Lotus Cobra. That makes sense because we most certainly are taking out the Lotus Cobra. Sacrifice and Selfless makes sense. Another Mire Triton Force. Let's go and get down the Temple of Malice. Immerstrom Predator. Can't do anything with that in the graveyard, so I think I am going to put it to the bottom so we don't mill it. 2 lands, fine by me. Now we can swing in with Egon. They probably don't block with Winota. I think we do. If we can hit an Ember Cleave here, that's really good. Thanks everybody that's joining in, by the way. If you're enjoying the stream, if you enjoy the deck, make sure you hit that like button down below. Make sure you subscribe to see more. Good old QB. This is gonna hurt us a lot. Another Boswich's Lieutenant, and the QB is definitely gonna get through. And let's see what else they hit. Alright, well. Take that guy out and block one of you, right? No, I think we just take that one out. It's 8, 11. Croxa. Can't play Croxa and Calamity Bearer, so I think we just have to go for the Calamity. Honestly, though, that Winota is just overpowering us here. Great. Naya Winota Adventures. Makes a lot more sense. I think this is GG here. I think we just let them have it. Actually, we're just gonna go ahead and concede so they don't have to keep pulling stuff out and all that good stuff. Alright. Easy, making it look easy on us. That's not good. Oh, thanks for telling me KALDHEIM's available. I didn't know, but now that you said something, I will make sure to keep a track. Hey, Azrael, I'm waiting to trying to wait a few days before seeing any wildcards to make sure I don't waste them. Yeah, it makes sense. You want to see what's good before you're just like diving into stuff. I think this is pretty good hand here. Opponent does get to go first, which is unfortunate, but oh, that's doggos being doggos. Alrighty. Rally the ranks in an elf deck. Interesting. Unfortunately, that puts that creature bigger than the Bone Crusher can really deal with. I think I still save mana for Bone Crusher. I'd rather use Village Rites on Croxa if at all possible. Really good value for us. We also have the Ember Cleaves lined up over there. So we'll take this too. And then Bone Crusher to the face. I wonder what they have for 3 mana instant speed that they don't want to spend. You know what I mean? Could drop a Valky. I think either which way we need this additional black mana down for the village, right? So do we drop a Valky? 2/1 can't really block. Croxa also can't really block. Does make them discard, but at random. I think Valky's better because it gives us the information. Also gives this creature on board, which means Embercleave is going to be a little bit cheaper in future endeavors, hopefully. Wildborn Preserver. Getting it out of their hand now, so that way we can't take it. Makes sense. What we might end up doing, since we didn't pull a creature here, is just block and then Village Rites our Valky as well. What do they have here? Binding the Old Gods. bad for us as, well, yeah. Wait a minute. I think they should have attacked there first, but whatever. Claim, and then we just got rid of our village rights, unfortunately, but maybe we can find something else. Egon, God of Death. Alright. Gain us a little bit of life, make them discard. If they discard the land, cool, dealing damage. If not, then we're getting rid of whatever other card they have, right? Oh, it was also a land. But should be setting ourselves up for the Croxa. / Egon, I guess. See, we're gonna be at 5 mana on this next turn. No attacks there. Quakebringer. Could just drop a Quakebringer, right? Opponents can't gain life. Does give their creatures death touch here in a second, so I might want the Bone Crusher down. We could also do this. Alright. Now their creatures have death touch. I'm not too concerned with it. I'm fine if we lose both of our creatures here. Herald, King of Skimfar. And they got Taverkel, which they can get down because the Jaspera Sentinel. Yeah. Tapping a lot of their creatures out here, though. Calamity Bearer, interesting. So we could actually play Calamity Bearer, take their Wildborn, swing all in. We'd also drop a Quakebringer, again, take Wildborn, swing all in. Or take Wildborn, swing in, makes Embercleave cost 3. Still have 1 mana left over. Drop an Egon? That doesn't sound that good. I drop Calamity Bearer here. I think this is a nice setup for an Embercleave on the next turn. I almost still want to claim that Wildborn this turn, though, and just swing. I think they'll block the Mire Triton. Nah, we'll play defensive. We'll wait one more turn. How about that? So as long as this top deck isn't the top deck of the century, it's just a land. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. They do get to create another unit here. They could give Wildborn crazy amount of counters here, but if we can get the Embercleave, I don't think it'll matter too much. They leave 3 mana available, and I wonder why that is. Fabled Passage is really good for us. So our Embercleave is going to cost 3. I definitely want an Embercleave plus Claim. So that there goes all of our red mana. I think we do get 1 additional here. And then we claim Wildborn if at all possible. They can tap it, but then we untap it. So that's kind of nice. Alright. Then swing all in. Embercleave costs 2, and then we still have a follow-up of Egon. Right? So we can put the Embercleave on their Wildborn. I think we have lethal here, though. I don't think we'll need to go to Egon even. Bam. Cleave on giant. I mean, cleave on pretty much anything there is like good to go. So there we go. Oh, I was about to say, where's my little dink? My little rank. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. It deals double damage, right? The giant? Yes. Yes, the giant deals... It actually makes it to where all of your giants deal double damage, which is... Look at my Horst. My Horst is amazing. I think I know where they're going there. The Time Merit does set up for the Kroxa pretty well. And I guess we have lands outside of that that we can sort of work with what we want. I am going to go ahead and drop the Aggro tapped. I don't want the opponent to be aggro and then me turn around and pay 3 life and be like, well, damn, did it to myself. So, Kroxa, go. Ox might be a decent add-in in this deck. Of course, with Exile on the cards with Egon, you're like really running one of 2 routes. You're going for the Giants in that mid-rangey sort of feel, or you're going for the super aggro with Egon. All right. Here we drop the Castle Embereth and the Time Merit Calls the Dead. Let's see. Mill 3 more cards. Puts us to 6. We only need 5. So I can create a unit here. And I should be able to get the Kroxa back next turn, right? That's pretty strong. Had a pretty solid line of plays so far. The opponent is looking kind of roguish, I'm not gonna lie. I see the Triome, don't get me wrong, but it just looks like budget rogues, you know? Sort of budgety rogues. So mill 3 more cards. We should actually be able to exile 1 and then still get it. Oh no, because it's, wow, all lands, huh? Well, at least that keeps us from flooding, which is really, you know, really good actually. We don't get the additional creature, which is a bummer, but yeah, you can't win them all. I was wondering what happened to all of our basic swamps. They're right here. They're right here in the graveyard. I was like, I know I have more than 1 basic swamp in this deck. That just sounds outrageous. So if they did have a Drown in the Lock, it wouldn't actually work on Kroxa, even though Kroxa is only 2 CMC, because we exiled all the way down to 1 card. Hey! Look at that. Genius. Genius level plays there. I wish I had 1 more mana, actually, so I could also claim the Kroxa this turn and just smash them. But that's okay. If we can draw into a Calamity Bear, that would be really excellent as well, right? Kroxa dealing in 12. Which I don't think Kroxa's ability deals 6 damage, by the way, with Calamity Bear, just to solve everybody's worry or wonder, whatever you may call it. I don't think Kroxa's ability is procced with Calamity Bear, so. Ease your mind. Go with their own unit, that's right. How has the Angels deck's been looking? I've been foaming at the mouth to get a good Angel deck. Well, we're gonna see if we can create one today. Yikes. We are still getting so flooded, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. 11 lands out of our top 17? What? I need some playables. Hello? Hello? Don't do it to me, Magic. Not like this. We're gonna grab some, I guess, red mana, because we're all out of, wow, we're almost all out of mana in general because we've already drawn it all. On the bright side, though, that should mean that we're due for for another land. That's what I was thinking. Part of me wanted to play a land there, and what is this? Six, 7, 8, 13 lands out of our top 19 cards. We only have 21 in the deck. 13 lands out of our top 19. I'm not even counting Shatterskull as a land. I'm counting it as a playable. Oh, let's not forget these two. Oh, well, I guess that counts as these two. Yeah, we don't have to count those because it's already accounted for. It's already accounted for. Now, the nice thing about the Sharks, because I'm trying to look at the bright side of things here. All right. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus the ones we scrod away, 14. In the top 20. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people hear me complaining about land drops. I don't know what to say. Like, I actually don't know what to say. $15 out of our top 21. 15 lands out of our top 21, ladies and gents. Which means we should only have 6 left in the deck. I have 6 lands and 39 cards. Oh. Alright. Come on, Castle. Give me a land. You know you wanna. Woo! It's playable, ladies and gents. It's it's the exact same playable, ladies and gents. Alright, well, you know the good thing about this, if they counter this one, then we have another one. No biggie. No biggie. Yeah, see? Counter. And I throw another one. Don't tell me you got another counter spell. What the? Woosah, just breathe, everybody, just breathe. Magic's fun, it's okay. I think we still lose here. As hard as we fought, I think we still lose here. Dude, at least I won't get to play till Saturday, so hopefully I'll have a good idea on what to spend my wild cards on. That's good. Well, the odds. Yeah. Shatterskull will get you there, I have confidence. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have used Shatterskull last turn instead of dropping the Quakebringer, but honestly, with them having cycled their, what's it called? Their midnight clock, like I think that's where the GG lies. We'll try though. Y'all know me, I'm not gonna go down taking it. To hell with that. So we can go Embercleave on Quakebringer. That's 12 points. Plus Shark is 15. Shatterskull 2. We can take out. Hold up. And this 1, 2, 3. We're actually just gonna do this for 2. Auto pay. Alright, don't counter me. Come on, look at my horse. You've had it all game. Don't have it right now. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, you know what? Whatever. as long as you don't counter my my village rights, all is swell. So they basically can just allow this to happen. They really shouldn't block here, but whatever. Ah, you know, I really want to allow that shark to kill that shark, but we also need to village rights it, so. And it doesn't matter either which way, like we're for sure GGing on this. Also, I just want to, real quick, so y'all saw that was madness. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, look at the battle. Oh, there we go. All right, so 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And don't forget the ones we put to the bottom, which I don't, 15. Yeah, so we had like 15, 16 lands. Woo. Let me make sure I'm not crazy, right? I didn't just like accidentally click the hell out of just a crap ton of lands and I'm not crazy. 22, okay. So we had 6 left. I'm sorry, I said 21, but we had 22. How dare I? Oh, whew. Norgrim. We're looking for some regular land draws here, ladies and gents. I might end up cutting 2 more lands, honestly, but I feel like that game was just a horrific outlier. So that's what we're gonna go off. Lands in this game all tapped, so hope you didn't want to go aggro, because that ain't happening. Venerable Knight, oh goodness. They want to go aggro though, I see that. Merstrom, Skullcarn, all of my tap lands here in the beginning. You know what? I'm not doing it. Not doing it this game. You can go to the bottom. I have 4. That's enough to cast everything in hand. Leave it alone. Worthy Knight. What in the hell is going on? People are just revisiting this super old stuff. So I think we go Temple of Malice here so we can for sure curve out to turn 4. Croaks is good. Gives us at least something to play before turn 4. This is a very slow hand, but, you know, how is I to know that they were going to be playing Boros Knights, a deck that hasn't been seen in 6 months. Sure. Sure. Not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, getting a little salty. Maybe it's time to go play the Aggro Angels, huh? Yeah, so we just don't see our early drops when we need them, and don't see them when we don't either, huh? Alright. Should give us a little more early game stickability. If we still end up swinging out this, yeah, the clock was tough. Yeah. Clock alongside with the 16 freaking lands. Might have to trim the castles out completely. We have to keep this hand because we can only go so... Wow, I hate cocky people. Alright, Aaron. I think we need more land before we start looking for bearers and whatnot. Have you seen rogues? I've not. I've not seen any rogues so far. Which I gotta say is rather pleasant. Rather pleasant indeed. Opponent here is playing Gruul Adventures, so that's it's a fun one. Do like seeing that post KALDHEIM. Would they really get Vorinclex? Let's see. We can go Time Merit and go for the Egon. We can drop a Mire Triton and drop one of the Egons on the flip side. Another Brushfire into what? A Fabled? Nope, no Fabled. Is this why they were saying GG? Because they just had a lot of Brushfires? Sure. Sure, I guess that equals GG. Almost, kinda, sorta. Let's get down Egon. Egon can block these Brushfires, right? Pretty handedly. Come on, Aaron. You got 2 mana. It's not that hard of a decision to make here. We'll try and swing it with Mire Triton. They're just going to Bone Crusher me in the face? Sure. Sure. They might have Embercleave here. That would be horrible, right? Fable Passage into an Embercleave would equal GG for him. Crow and War, that's fun. Dropping another Egon's not going to help us. That is GG. Alright, well, Rakdos just getting shit on left, right, up, and down. Yeah. Getting outpaced in every manner. Of course, we can chalk some of those games up to just poor games, poor draws. Maybe we add more Embercleaves. Maybe the Quakebringers, Calamity Bear stuff is just too high end. Still really like the giant aspect though. Alright. You know what they say, try again. And so we shall. Thank the magic gods for not seeing rogues, yeah. Yeah, no rogues so far. Hey, we get to go first. That's a nice change of pace. We get to go first, and we have decent lay of lands. Woohoo! RNG on our side. I think I am gonna go ahead and drop the Fabled actually. Stocks up the graveyard. We don't have any like landfall kind of stuff in this deck, so I don't have to worry about that. Love Struck Beast. Maybe another Gruul Adventures. We'll see. Yep. Gruul Adventures, ladies and gentlemen. The deck that will remain the same. Throw in one Vorinclex and you're good to go. I think getting rid of the edge wall should be priority here. Alright, so this should just chop him at the knees completely, right? Love Struck can't attack. They don't get to draw cards off of edge wall. Now they might have a Great Hinge lined up. It's Clothius. I'm gonna be looking to exile my stuff. Puts this to 4 mana. Such an awkward position for us, really. Let's just drop the Bone Crusher. Honestly, we could probably keep climbing with Gruul Adventures as well, despite KALDHEIM having come out. But where's the fun in that? I really want to Embercleave. And since Clothius is just sort of dominating our graveyard for the time being, I think that's what we should focus on. The Embercleave Fling sort of combo. Alright, because we don't want to use Timer at Calls the Dead, put a Crooks in our graveyard, and then Clothius is like, hey, thanks. You know? Same thing with Mire Triton. So we really only want to put stuff in our graveyard if we can afford to get it back out in that same turn. Well, we can't right now, so let's get down Bone Crusher and just have an extra unit on the board. Go for the Embercleave. It'll cost 4. Kazandu. And Fabled. Which they shouldn't proc Fabled here. Like they should wait till our turn, right? So Kazandu can be a bigger blocker. Immerstrom Predator is really, really good. Great at blocking. Go for the Embercleave, go for the Predator. I think we gotta go for the Predator. Embercleave is just like, I think it's blowing the fireworks too early, so to speak, right? Showing the coup de grace before need be. So still no attacks here, as the Love Struck Beast will just obliterate something. Now when the Clothius goes to exile something, we can tap our Predator and exile it instead, right? Oh, but we have to sacrifice a Bone Crusher in order to do it. I think we just leave that as is then. If we want to use the Predator to block, sure, but taking out that 2 damage, I don't think it's necessarily worthwhile right now. Hopefully we can hit a land, and that way we could use Embercleave and then maybe Fling or Embercleave Mire Triton. Love Struck Beast, turn it on their other Love Struck Beast makes sense. So our Predator, if we do sacrifice, goes to a 4/4. Sacrifice the other one, 5/5. Embercleave, 6/6. Still not enough, really. I think they should swing in with both here. They have enough for the Embercleave, which is what's terrifying, right? They did all that, made their creature big as hell, and they still have enough for Embercleave. So this is how we have to block, and then they're going to use Fabled Passage, and we just, you know, fingers crossed that one of those two cards isn't a cleave. Alright. So mitigated all that damage. It did cost us a Bone Crusher, but that's alright. So we hit the land, but since we lost a Bone Crusher, we don't have that mana that I was talking about. I could go Time Merit plus Mire Triton. Just get him with the Immersion Predator. I do kind of like the idea of that. Clothius is going to have free reign on Exile here, but you can't always stop that. So honestly, Clothius is probably the biggest motherfucker here, as it just keeps ticking us down and them up. Taking us down, whatever, but taking them up to 26, that means that our lethality is a lot harder to hit here. So just exile the Bone Crusher here. Get that 2/2 down. And I think we leave Predator back again because it's just a really good defender, even though it is our almost only way of attacking. Maybe we send in the Bone Crusher and then we can just chum block with Mire Triton and the 2/2. So we got to deal damage at some point. Now, Immersion can sacrifice everything, goes to 7. Embercleave puts it to 8. 16. We need more red mana. We need one more red mana. Alright. Let's see if we can find it. I'm hoping the Death Touch will discourage them from doing too much. They're going to gain additional land here. That's a little strange. Yeah. Just seems a little strange. Alright, turning the Clothius online, again, bad for us. Alright, so they got a lot of big power. Lot of big power. We can take out Love Struck with the block. That's not too shabby. Do I just go no blocks here? If I go ahead and block here, then I can tap you, sack that, put it up to 5. It makes Embercleave cost more. I think we gotta take that. Tap land, not exactly what we wanted there. Whatever. Whatever. There's an additional unit. Scry away. I don't know. Well, tell you what, Mire Triton's not horrible. Because if we hit a Croxa, which we are due for one, then we can immediately play it thereafter, I think. So here, if we swing all in, we can't use the Fling combo thereafter, but we do still get Embercleave. Actually, I can get Embercleave just on the Predator alone, right? Wish I had some untapped red mana. Some more, you know, some more untapped red mana. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 11. I'm off by 1. I'm off by 1 red mana, and I'm off by 1 creature. You know how infuriating that is? But we very well coulda, shoulda, woulda had lethal there. If that temple had been untapped red mana, that'd been nice. God, now we just have to hope and pray they don't have a freaking Embercleave here. Alright. Moment of truth. And we can give our Predator indestructible, so if they try to destroy it, that won't work. They're trying to figure out a way to finish us out here. I think. Why do they keep hovering Colossus? What does that have to do with Shatter Skull? Seems a little strange that that's where they put it. So, is that GG? Because we also have the Fling. We can sacrifice those 2 units to put our Predator up to an 8/8 with double strike on next turn. Hey! G. There we go. Submit. Submit. Oh, it doesn't gain us extra counters. I'm such a fool. It's okay, though, because we have the Fling, and they don't know that. They don't gotta know what I know. It's only when you tap it that it gains the counter, I think. Whenever it becomes tapped, yeah, exile. Yeah. Alright. Bam. Bam. Goodbye, Bruno. Fantastic. Alright, so that was Gruul Adventures, and we actually managed to come out with a victory there. We held our own. Granted, they didn't see the Great Hinge or the Embercleave. They did see the Colossus, which almost was kind of worse for us, right? Anyways, I think I'm going to call it on the Rakdos deck there. It was nice, but... Wow, there's another Predator for it. Close game, well played. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Throw in another Predator, because it just deserves it. I still think this is a very good deck. I think we had some very bad examples. Some very, very poor examples, so. Other the deck is Aggro Angels. First, let me stop that. So yeah, this is like a Doomscar, Glorious Protector, Righteous Valkyrie, Clerical Angel style. How many lands we got before I jump into this? 20. Plus 2 here, plus 2 here, and plus 2 there. So we have 26 total, but again, only 20 basics, alright? If we continue to do a little bit rough with these decks, we might have to just go back to the basics, go into best of 3, run our Gruul Adventures, but that'll be for another time, I think. For right now, we're gonna stick to what we're doing here. 0 planes. Like, actually 0 planes here. Don't do this to me, game. Not so early. Not so early in the morning. So enter this tap. We'll get down Cleric of Lifespawn, then Null Priest of Oblivion. Thanks again, everybody, for showing up, showing out, showing your support, whether it be on Twitch, YouTube, or whatever. What do you think of the Angel Saga? Seems to be really strong. I think it's very... Well, I won't say I didn't deserve it, but I'll take it. I will certainly take that. Quickest win I've ever had in rank. 3 days far. 3 days far. There's a whole lot of tap land here, and it's all white. What is... Game. This is the third, fourth hand that we've seen now that has just been completely monocolored. Hello? Whatever, at least we got some playables here, right? Lourdes, Righteous Valkyrie, Luminarch Aspirant, all these things can be played just off the plains, so. Hey, look at that, they got a Luminarch. I got a Luminarch, you got a Luminarch. It's a Luminarch party. Now, do I trade my speaker for their Luminarch? I think, yeah. Oh, they didn't trade it. That's a little surprising. How you doing, my guy? I'm doing alright. How about you, AP Flavors? Oh, 2 Luminarchs. Now I understand. They don't even crack back at us? No land, though. We're just going to stick with our current situation. That's fine. Season Hollowblade. This is not good for us. But they're also stuck on 2 lands, it seems. So that's, you know, decent. They should really be attacking here, though. Far be it for me to say, though. I'm gonna pay 3 life. I know we're like trying to get towards that goal or whatever. Righteous Valkyrie. Blammo. I am gonna keep building up the speaker because speaker at a certain point will gain us enough life to where we can just tap our other speaker and Righteous Valkyrie will just turn online, right? Doing good, doing good. That's nice to hear. Selfless Savior. That's, again, horrible for us to see in another speaker, but they're still only on 2 lands, so hallelujah for that fact, am I right? They're building up their speaker now. Still no attacks. I shall never attack you. Maul is extremely good for us. Extremely good for us. Hell to the yes. Now, this doesn't put us to 27, which is what we need. It puts us to 26, which is oh so very close to what we need. Right? One off. Oh! Yes! That's what happens when you hit your 3rd land. You just immediately win. Excited for KALDHEIM tomorrow, having some friends over, and we are all opening our own boxes and making 60-card decks with them. That sounds like a good party, my friend. Sounds like a fun time. A hoot and a half, if you will. So we've only been going for 4 minutes, but I've already won 2 games with this deck. I think I have a new favorite in KALDHEIM. What decks do you see changing, moving to the top, etc.? What do you think will remain the same? Rogues, as much as people hate to say it, see it, whatever, I think they're still going to be around. I think they're still very strong in the situation of being able to deal with what KALDHEIM has presented, and they've sort of gotten a few things. Now, I don't think it'll be just rogues. I think it'll be like I'm gonna go ahead and play Amiria's Call down here. I think it'll be like Dimir Control, and I just think that the key rogues, the Soaring and the Death Toucher, the little 1/1 Death Toucher, Thieves Guild, I think those will remain. Alright, so we go with the Cleric of Life's Bond here. 1, it has the potential to build the biggest. 2, it gets the most benefit from coming down first. 3, it's the one that I don't mind dying the most. So it feels like every slot, right? Your deck seems like a hoot and a half. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do certainly try. Alright, you know, run it back. Same thing that I said last turn, just on turn 3 now. We need to get a hoot and a half emote. By the way, emotes, more should be rolling out now that the pre-release is done. I didn't really want to have the headache of trying to reveal emotes while also dealing with pre-release stuff. So we might have those sort of coming out in these upcoming decks that we're going to be playing. So keep an eye out for that. We do already have one that I've released before the somewhere. Yeah, before the pre-release. That's Super Jank. Super Saiyan Jank. Some people get the reference, some people won't. Another Bone Crusher. It took them 3 minutes to realize that they wanted to use another Bone Crusher. I tell you, that's a certain little gift for that. Of course, it could be why Coffee here is, you know, a little bit better off than myself. I'm going to go ahead and turn off their Love Struck Beast. I know they can just turn around and play a Bone Crusher, and they probably will. We don't have the black mana to boost up Blood Chiefs, and I think that's a very costly turn for us against Gruul aggro. Like, pay 4 mana and 2 life to take out a Bone Crusher. Don't tell me you got another Bone Crusher. Come on. Oh, Shatter Skull. Alright. That one's more acceptable. It's just... the other one would have been like, seriously? Chill. Alright, so Legion Angel to grab a Legion Angel. Happy about that. I don't think you understand where your deck's strength lies, Coffee. I don't think you understand. This Agadeems actually needs to come down as a land. Fairly sure this Agadeems needs to come down as a land. As much as I would love to use it, we're nowhere near the right track for that, you know? Brushfire is fine, unless they hit a Fabled. They don't. Love Struck. Oh, you love struck. Do, 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 do. Hey, so we got or Legion Angel that can pick up the Maul, and we also have an Arc Fiends that can block the Love Struck. Or we could turn the Arc Fiends into the Angel here. But I think playing this is more efficient. They can even attack with Love Struck. What am I talking about? Blocking Love Struck. Alright, so this is our last Legion Angel at its sideboard. But we essentially just dealt with a QB, a Brushfire, a lot of good stuff there, just off the back of our Legion Angel draws, so happy about that. Emeria's Call, we're at 5 mana now, so we'd still need 2 more mana, but we do have the white mana lined up, so that one's a little bit easier for me to say, yeah, let's just save for that, right? So I could go for the Maul and put it on the Arc Fiend, swing in with both. That's going to deal 7, put them down to 15. We're also going to gain 3, put us back to 21, and they only have the Bone Crusher with which to attack in with, puts us back to 16. So they're at 16, we're at 16. If I go for the Maul, though, I want to go for the Maul and the Arc Fiends, but I also don't want to do that because I want to be able to Angelic Ascension the Arc Fiends. You know what I mean? If I play this and bolt it down, we can get down the other Legion Angel. Let's let them know that we're thinking. That's just 6 damage. I think we got to go for the beatdown. They can't gain life. We have good evasion right now. Even if they go to remove one of our units, we can just turn it into another angel, right? With the 2 mana thing. So, and they're about to hit a whole lot of card draw. We need to try and win before they get that card advantage, right? So what do you think of Kaldheim? I'm excited to have Snow back, to be honest. Snow's pretty good. I'm, motherfucker. Alright, Vivian for the foe. Yeah, put your reach counter on there.
I call, and Ikoria answers.
I call, and Ikoria answers. To hell with you, Vivian. Coffee getting some good stuff here for him. Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, that's fun. So make it to where our Legion Angel dropping on the board can heal us. This game went sideways real fast. Yeah, yeah, right? I was doing okay. Not doing okay anymore. So we can take these two, throw them at the Vivian. At least makes it to where Vivian can't -2 and gain them insane card advantage. Or we send them both at face and just leave the Vivian alone. I don't think necessarily leaving the Vivian alone is the right answer. I think if we go for this swing in, they're going to block the Legion Angel with the 3/3 Reacher, right? And then I can just use... Well, we could also just let it happen, I guess. So do I want to exile our Angel and get a 4/4 back? Still get to deal the damage. We don't lose the creature, but they also don't lose the creature. Then they're left with 5 points of damage with the 2/4. Yeah, I think I want the 4/4 back, right? No, because then they're still gonna have that come next turn to attack with. Nah, yeah, we gotta smack them. Smack them, smack them, smack them. I feel so uneasy about this. Alright, cool beans. Never mind. Never mind.
Every day is a new mutation.
Alright, and they don't get any card draw off the hinge because it's what's it called there? No! Fuck. Alright, so this gains us 3 life. We're not coming back from that. Damn you, coffee. I guess that's the power of having the Bone Crushers on your side, huh? And then we didn't see any Call the Death Dwellers or any of that. We saw the Aggro super late, right? And we saw both of our Aggro, which also was a kick in the nuts. Alright, we can keep this. Opponent's just mulliganing their hand into nothing. Got 2 cards. I'm gonna be so pissed if they actually end up beating us with just 2 cards. So we're all clear. We have a good lay of cards. We have a good outcome. Is it a reason why people have not played the World Tree decks? Yeah, the World Tree's not that good. I hate to be the one to say it, but it's really not that good. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Glorious Protector to the side. Tibalt Trick. The Tibalt Trick is fun. It is very fun. They're using the red counterspell? Oh. Yeah, I mean... Just getting down to Yugen, though, is not enough. It's not good in a control Simic deck. Oh, you're talking about the World Tree? I mean, maybe. Have I made a God deck yet? I don't think I've made a deck specifically like let's play as many gods as possible. But played some gods. We'll keep this. And get down the speaker off the Ripperino here. Yeah, I mean, the World Tree might be good in, you know, what's it called? Alright, we can get in with speaker. I'm making a god deck right now. Probably gonna be trash. Nah, you shouldn't hate on yourself like that. If anything, it's the deck's fault. Alright. So it's mono red aggro. You know, I gotta say, it's always a little depressing going from the pre-release events where everyone's trying to play new stuff, for the most part, to back to normal standard where everyone's playing the, like, the least new stuff they can in full out attempt to like just pick up the wins against people that are like, oh, I'm gonna try something new. Well, you know what? We're gonna go for a little risky business here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Righteous Valkyrie. And of course we get in with speaker here because they can't block. Trying Tyrite Sanctum Tergrid combo. Ooh, sounds spicy. Try and block the Rimrock. They might end up trading us out here with the Righteous Valkyrie, but at least we're not taking that extra damage, right? Alright. It's a little greedy, but I'm going for the Heliod here because it allows our speaker to get bigger and bigger, which I think should be good. Just hope that the rogue deck be blast into oblivion. Hey, thanks, Bone Crusher. I'm super happy that Mono Red always has at least 2 to 3 copies of that card. Like, that's what I'm praying for when I see Mono Red. This is Mono Red. This is Mono Red. Alright, so doing the best we can. Let's hope they don't have a third Bone Crusher, am I right? Yeah. Yeah. Please, sir, I'll have some more of that. Alright. Surely they won't have a fourth Bone Crusher in hand, right? No way. No way there's a fourth Bone Crusher in top 20. You gotta stop asking them for the bone. I know. Every time I mention the third Bone Crusher, it's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, here I am. Alright, so we trade the Cleric with the Akum, right? Bum, 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 bum. So if I bring you back, I can still bring back other buddy. Alright, well, let's do that then. Tap this, that, this. Lodrus. And other buddy. What up, Heliod? Nice of you to join the party. So we have to go no attacks here because we need this full line of defenses. Oh, get out of here. Get out of town. Please restart. Yeah, go restart yourself. That should be a clip. Let's hope they don't see a third one, am I right? Proceeds to have a third one. Yeah. I mean, you should have seen it earlier when we drew 16 lands in the top, like, 20 cards. Or was it 22 cards? That was fun. That was a whole hoot and a half. Let's see, how long we've been going? Damn. Alright. Need 4 victories to get into Mythic, and we have 3 days. 3 days! Good. This is gonna sound evil, and I mean it evilly, okay? I love when I come into rank and I see somebody that's at the bottom of the tier. That's at the very freaking bottom. And you're saying, Chance, that sounds like you're trying to bully some people. And I say, kinda, but mostly because I feel like they care the least about just conceding, right? Like, I don't give a hell. I'm not falling. So, super happy to see that. Don't Blood Chief Thirsty, you dirty, dirty man. So we could go for the Luminarch here. I still really like the idea of going for Cleric of Life's Bond and just knocking them out of the park. We do have the Righteous Valkyrie, so I guess a fair point could have been made to go for the life gain sort of route, whatever. But so they are playing like a snow version of what we had going on earlier. So if I drop this, we will gain 1 life. That will gain something as well. I want to foretell this, actually. Like, let's get that over and ready, prepared, right? Bam. And then hopefully we can find some more land so I can actually leave mana up for the Glorious Protector and play other stuff. But I think having that Protector is going to literally save us. Mire Triton's horrible to see. Not even gonna lie. You guys know the event that some of the alternate styles or KALDHEIM are locked behind? I do not. I wish, but I don't. Okay. So if I drop Righteous Valkyrie here, we don't actually gain anything. If I drop Luminarch Aspirant, we do gain 1 life there. We're so close to having the Glorious Protector able to protect our stuff, though. But drop this doesn't... Well, it does gain us 1 life off that. Alright, we're just going to have to hope they don't have too big of a play here. We're looking for either another land here or, well, I guess another playable, but I feel like that's pretty obvious, right? Alright, Milldom and Bone Crusher. Happy to have seen that one out the door. Heartless Act on the Righteous Valkyrie. Sure. There might just be too much targeted removal in Standard for this Glorious Protector, but I guess we'll see because we hit the land there, which is exactly what we needed to get down Luminarch and have Glorious Protector protected, right? Or protection. So let's see. They got access to a Croxa if they want it. They don't have the land for it. Hallelujah. Egon's not good for us. Egon is not good for us. We can flash this down just to have something in the skies. I think I'd rather save it though. Another land. Woohoo! Happy about that one. We'll keep building up the speaker. Alright. Still don't have the mana for, what's it called? We're going to try and scoop up the Luminarch here. Maybe. Nope. Psych. Just gonna get Heartless Act. That's fun. To be fair, it's on me for having thought that I could play something without it getting removed. Alright, they won't block here. We're at 25, 2 away from what we needed. But Egon's definitely about to clock us for a little bit. We just need to not draw any more lands. This is, what, 7? Which means we should only have 15 left out of 45. That's 1 in 3 chance, basically. A little less than 1 in 3 chance. So we have a pretty good chance of not drawing lands, is what I'm saying. Egon's going to attack. That makes sense. We're going to go down to 2019. Sorry. Lourdes, hey, that's good. As long as they don't have more removal, which we'll see. So far, they've had it every time. We go for the Luminarch to start building up the speaker again. I think so. Well, that's their third Heartless Act. I thought, you know, going into KALDHEIM, we were going to have to worry about Doomscar and all of this big control. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all aggro. Every single freaking deck is aggro. Little tidbit for y'all. Make sure you can deal with aggro. Because that's it. That's all that is alive and breathing and playing in KALDHEIM right now. Aggro, aggro, aggro. I haven't seen a single control deck. We've been playing for an hour and a half this morning. I think this game's a little too far gone for us, but we'll see. Ah! Why do I always think I can do these on the opponent's turn? Alright. Is it time for the Croxa? No? Mire Triton? Then Croxa? Down to 7 life. That's a fun one. Down to 4 life, really, if you think about the Croxa 3 damage that we're about to take here. It's also getting closer to the end of the season and people are rushing to get as many games done as possible. Yeah. Alright, well, GG, Chainer. You know, it's a pretty good strategy to have 30 million copies of removal and then just stick to Rakdos fuckery, for lack of better words. Alright, so what did we end up going all today? We picked up 1 victory throughout the shitfest that was land screwing. Opponents getting some just really stellar draws. That's alright. One of these days we'll have good luck on Magic and then we'll like cakewalk into Mythic, you know what I mean? 'Cause think about it this way, if we can pick up victories, if we can still win at a positive rate with having drawn 16 lands in our games, with our opponents having 3 Bone Crushers off the rip or 3 Heartless Acts in the top 20 cards, you know, we can probably kick ass if we get even one singular good day, right? Anyways, thanks everybody for joining us today on the stream. Thanks everybody that watched all the way through the live premiere into the stream and then to the end of the stream. You are the true VIP. We're going to be trying to do this more often. I really like doing it where it's like video went live and now we're streaming, so it's like the whole audience just sort of pulls in here. Y'all already know what's going on. We're here to play some Magic and climb some rank. We have 3 days left. I need to win 5 best of 1 matches or 3 best of 3 matches. yeah, we'll get back at it tomorrow, I guess. We're, you know, doing the best that we can. Anyways, thanks again, everybody. I hope to see you all right back here tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live premiere. And of course, right after that, we'll more than likely be streaming. Also, heads up on nighttime videos. We will be doing nighttime videos for this first little bit of KALDHEIM, basically until it gets uncomfortable for me to be doing that much extra work again. But since I did the live premiere, or the live streaming yesterday, sorry, and got ahead on all of those videos, and now I'm able to get a little bit more ahead with this extra side bit, then, you know, maybe I can prolong the double videos. Anyways, thanks again, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow.